I got no picture. And we're getting ready for the national anthem here from Jefferson Speedway, Wisconsin's action track on a cool Saturday evening. And we've got the winners from the last feature race. We got number 37, the winner of the Road Warrior feature. Number 97, oh, that was Jason Schuler. 97, Jim Jarlsberg, winner of the late model feature. Number 22, Craig Lund, the international winner. And Star Truck winner, number 76, John Ellis from Sun Prairie. And we're going to be underway with the first heat of the night. And it looks like it's going to be a Road Warrior heat, as we watch Jason Schuler and John Ellis remove their vehicles from the track. And this is the first official night for points here at Jefferson Speedway. There's our flagman, Dick Rodiger. And he says, gentlemen, let's get ready for racing here. We're going to have 3 bonus heats. 3 bonus heats for the Road Warriors here. Kind of a, there's the shot of Mr. Rodiger again, waiting as we're lining up the cars down in the pits. And we'll be back with the first event after this. Are we running tape right now? Well, let's see. I believe it's still pre-Busch. With Jordan will be on the outside and Bayless, and then the 72 car of Harper. With 97, Donnie Ward Jr. bringing up the tail. And at this track, they do line them up side by side on a restart. Some tracks, they line them up single file. And they keep them rolling. We have one little parade lap here. Here they come out of turn 4, and it's a green flag. It's going to be a race between pre-Busch and Jordan here. Jordan seems to be moving right around him. Oh, got a little wide there in the corner. And pre-Busch was able to hang on. He's hanging on the inside. Now Jordan's going to try inside. Now he decides, yeah, he's going to try the inside, but he can't quite get through there. Oh, he had pre-Busch going a little loose. Now Bayless coming up on the outside of Jordan for third there. Yeah, Jordan's got all he can do. He can't quite get around pre-Busch. Prebush still in the lead. And there's 2 laps left. Jordan trying the outside again. And coming in for the white flag. It's still Prebush. Jordan really trying on that outside. One time around. Jordan may get him here. Prebush, yep, Jordan has got the lead right now. Looks like it's going to be Jim Jordan in 66. Yeah, whoa, Prebush ends up, let's see, we got 92, Vela second, and Prebush finishes last after leading the race, all but 1 lap. So here comes your winner, number 66, Jim Jordan. And we'll be back with the second race after this. Back at Jefferson Speedway, the second Road Warrior heat. It's got number 36 on the pole. Steve Seals. Mike Ziegler in Z83. The 68 car of Jeff Reamer. And on the other inside, the 44 of Randy Hinton. 25 of John Blumke. And on the outside row is the 80 car of Dave DeMott. We'll pick up the rest as they come around. Coming out of 4. The flag is green. Steve Seals in the lead. Ziegler on the inside takes over second. The number 8 car, Rick Greger, coming up in the third. Steve Seals in that 36 seems to build his lead. Whoa, number 80, DeMott was sideways, or a little sideways, and they brought it back. Ziegler a little loose in that corner. Now, Rick Greger cuts inside of Ziegler and takes over second. And now he's in hot pursuit of Steve Seals. Steve Seals is really building a lead now. Greger trying to come on strong. Ziegler loose in that corner. It's 44 of Hinton. Moves inside of Ziegler for third. And oh, Greger slowed way down. Everybody's going by him here now. Oh, he's slamming fenders. Oh, and he runs off the wall. We got Ziegler and Greger all tied up in front of us here. And it looks like we're going to get a yellow flag. Yeah, they're locked bumpers down there. And we'll be back. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll stay right here and watch the action. There they got untangled. Give you some interesting footage there at home. And we're going to line them up again and restart them. 36 Seals is the leader. Okay. Can I blow my nose? What are we on, instant replay here? Well, it looked like a fire down there, but it's the lights on the truck.
Inside row 4, and then the 83 of Mike Middlemar and the 80 of Rick Greger.
Tell me when we're back.
5 laps down, 5 laps to go.
How's the temperature in the van? back here for the restart of this Road Warrior heat. We got Steve Seals up front with Randy Hinton on the outside of him. One more time around, Mr. Rodiger says. And in the second row, we can call that, we got the 68 of Jeff Reamer, the 25 of John Blumke. And we got the 61 of Kurt Gust, and the 86 car of Tom, oh boy, Shabilsky. And the 80 of DeMott and the 8 of Greger. And now it's a green flag. And Seals in that nice red and white 36 car takes the lead again. Oh, he gets a little wide in the corner, but he hangs on. Steve Seals, 36, is the leader. Randy Hinton's trying to get the inside track on him. And it looks like this is going to be a two-car race up here between Hinton and Seals. Seals has the edge right now. Oh, that brown car, Greger, is trying to slam his way through there again. Seals wide again. Hinton trying on the inside. There's a white flag. One more time around. And looks like the winner, well, it's going to be 36 of Seals. Second is 44 of Hinton. Third is the 68 of Reamer. And then Kurt Gust in 61 finished fourth. So there's your winner, number 36, Steve Seals. And that concludes the second Road Warrior event. Back for the third event here at Jefferson Speedway. We got on the inside pole number 101 of Al Giese. On the outside of him, number 35 of Ron Moyer. Second row, the 78 of Steve Muller from Sun Prairie. Mark Muller from Sun Prairie. And the 70 car of John Sherman. On the third row inside is the number 40 of Ken Brumell and the number 82 of Ed Wendt. The 78 of Larry Jensen, the 107 of Jernigan, and the 90 car of Joe Darnell. And the flag is dropped. It's Giese and Moyer. And it's Giese out in front. Muller of Sun Prairie's running third, fourth now. Ken Brumell in third. The second spot is Moyer. But Giese is pulling away from the rest of them here. There's Al Giese, your leader. Ken Brumell now in second place, coming up behind Giese. It's Giese and Brumell. Third is Moyer, fourth is Jensen, fifth is Muller. Coming out of fourth, still Giese. Brumell closing in on Giese though. here comes the number 3 car of Moyer, Jensen, Muller, and Jernigan. Now we're back to the 2 leaders, Giese and Brumel. Brumel trying to make a move on Giese. There's 2 laps left. If he's gonna do it, he better do it here. Brumel trying the outside of Giese. He's moving around him. Let's see what happens in turn 3 and 4. Brumel went a little wide, had to slow down. There's a white flag to Giese. Now Brumel is still on his tailpipe. Gonna try him on that outside again. See what happens this time. Brumel, I don't think is gonna hang on. It's gonna be close though. It's Giese, Brumel. 3rd place goes to Larry Jensen. 4th to Moyer. 5th to Mark Muller. 6th to Jernigan. 7th to number 90, Darnell. 8th was 82 of Ed Wendt. And bringing up the tail was the number 70 of Sherman. So there's your winner, 101, Al Giese, in a close finish. Yeah, that's better.
Just watch my thumb this morning. I can't do a thing with it. Car number 19, that's Bob Racer.
The first international qualifier here has got number 19. Gotta find the right sheet. Mike Bingham on the outside. It's the number 13. And he snuck in here afterwards. The number 1 of Wolf, the 14 of Nottestad, 76 of Al Berry, 99 of Sonia Vanderhoof, J.R. Remzik in the back, 11 is Joe Hicks. And the flag is green. And number 13 jumps out in front. As 19 of Bingham cut off Nottestad. Nottestad's bumping him in the back bumper. The 1 of Wolf is running 2nd. Al Berry running 3rd. Al Berry in the Honeybee. J.R. Remzik moving up on the inside. There's your leaders, number 13 and the number 1 car. Nottestad in 3rd. And Wolf moving up on the inside, trying to get into position to take over first, but Scott Nottestad moving up fast in the number 3 spot. Find out who 13 is. Wolf on the inside. No, 13 pulled away. Now the race is tightening as Nottestad's in 3rd. Sonia Vanderhoof moving up in the 99 car. Nottestad going on the outside of 13 and Wolf on the inside. It's getting a dangerous situation in the corners now. And let's see. Okay, the 13 car is driven by Earhart, I found out. Number 1, Wolf in the lead now. Sonia Vanderhoof moving up fast on the inside. J.R. Remzik right on her tail pump. We got a 5-car race here. It's Wolf, Earhart, Vanderhoof now moving in for 2nd. Nottestad right on the bumper of Earhart. Remzik moving in there. Nottestad bashes into the back end of Earhart. But Mike Wolf is still leading it. Vanderhoof 2nd. J.R. Remzik now in 3rd. White flag one more time around. Let's see what happens. Nottestad trying to move inside of J.R. Looks like Wolf may bring that Opel home to victory. Vanderhoof gonna try on the inside. No, it's Wolf, Vanderhoof, Remzik, Nottestad, Earhart, Hicks, 77 of Waters, 76 of Al Berry, and the 19 of Jeff Bergman. There's your winner.
Mike Wolf from Rockford.
Mike Wolf, your winner. The next international qualifier has number 28. Boy, they did it to me again. Number 16, Bingham, is on the outside. 75 of Steve Hoff, the 4 of Bill Morrison, 43 of Scott Johnson, the 7 of Waters, the 22 of Craig Lund, and the 62 of Scott Null. And we're finding out who this number 28 is for you right now. Here we go, the flag is green. Morrison trying on the outside, but Bingham takes the lead. And now, out of nowhere comes Steve Hoff. Steve Hoff jumped out of nowhere and took the lead. Oh, the 28 car of Buttocks is slamming off of cars down the straight. And there goes a bumper. Looked like there's a bumper laying on the track. We're gonna have a yellow flag. I think that, I'm not sure if that bumper came off of Scott Johnson's car or where it came from. But we can't race with a piece of metal laying on the track. So we'll be back with a restart. To do a what? Forget it? Okay. Okay, we've got an instant replay on the original start here for you. This is where 75 jutted out in front of everybody. Came out of nowhere, you can see that. And he just really stood on it and just smoked everybody there. And we're back to live action here. As we're getting ready for the restart, we got Steve Hoff on the inside, Scott Johnson on the outside, and Mr. Rodiger says, one more time, boys. We're not ready yet. Second row has got Scott Null on the inside, Craig Lund on the outside, so this should be a good race. And here we go. Hoff lunges out in front again. Scott Null on the inside says, wait for me. Now Null's gonna try to take him on the inside. And we got a couple of hard chargers up front with Null and Hoff. Craig Lund is hanging in there in third. Null and Hoff side by side coming out of 4. And Null pulls in front. Well, Scott seems to have his car ready tonight. As he takes the lead from Steve Hoff. And Craig Lund is moving up into third, closely behind Hoff. Coming out of 4, it's still Null, Hoff, and Lund. And Scott Null. Null still in the lead. He's catching up to the last place car, 28 of UTEC. See what happens if he laps him here. And Null goes around the outside of UTEC. Oh, UTEC hooks him. And slowed him down a little bit. White flag, or 2 laps to go. Now UTEC is laying on Hoff and slows up Lund. So sometimes those slow cars can be a bit painful to you. Oh, and Lund is taken out by UTEC on turn number 4. And looks like we're gonna finish the race. Craig Lund is not happy about that. Here comes your winner, Scott Null. And second place goes to Steve Hoff. Third goes to number 4, Bill Morrison. Oh, Craig Lund is doing some no-nos down there. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to talk to him about that. He's not happy, but that's not really very good sportsmanship driving. There's your winner, number 62, Scott Null. And we'll be back. And back here for the next international qualifier. We've got, let's see, number 48? Well, that's a good question. I have to wait till he comes around. Let's see, we got Bergman, number 9 in the second row. The third row, number 2 of Otis, the 07 of Waters, and the 9 of Dolphin. On the outside, we've got the 27 of Zimmerman, the 73 of Steve Hoff. No, that's John Hoff Jr. Larry Martoni's in the back in the 46 car. And here's the start. As 27 of, well, there's a spin there. We got Bergman. Oh, they kind of pushed through it. The 48 car got his bumper tore a little bit, but he's back on the track. 27 is in the lead. And Rick Neerland hooked bumpers in there. There goes Rick Neerland sideways on the back chute. Dolphin hits John Hoff Jr. and he's facing the wrong way again. And we got a yellow flag. We got excitement all over this track. I need their names. Now there's a shot where the truck hit the wall last week. There's a shot of the people in the pits watching the race. That's the drivers that when they're not racing, they stand there and they watch the races from that area. And if we can figure out how they're going to start here. Flagman seems to be having some trouble even.
Marconi in 5th spot. 61 is Sheehy to be in 6th. Dolphin is inside of row 4 and Mike Gravy is
49. He doesn't have a 49.
Is it 48?
Mike Drabs, I think.
Okay, back here for the restart. That number 48 car is Mike Drays. I found that much out. Or is it a 49? I can't tell. I think maybe it's a 49. His mother, Jeannie Drays, drives a late model.
27 is Ron Waters.
And the 27 is the Ron Waters 27, not the Dave Zimmerman 27. So I think we got everything straightened out for you now. When they have duplicate numbers here, it gets a little tough on the announcers sometimes. So we got Waters and Bergman up front, Jeff Bergman. In the second row is Rick Neerland and Todd Otis, Larry Martoni and Scott Sheevy, Mike Dolphin and Mike Drays. So they're coming out of 4. Mr. Rodiger gives them the green flag. Bergman leaps out in front with Otis right behind him. And now Otis coming on the outside of Bergman. Todd Otis takes the lead in the number 2 car. Scott Sheevy running 3rd. And Todd Otis is building on his lead. Sheevy trying to get around Bergman for 2nd. Larry Martoni, last year's champion, moving up into 4th. There's your first and second place cars, Todd Otis and Jeff Bergman. Martoni moving up now, taking third. Larry Martoni in the yellow 46. Now he's going around Bergman on the outside. Martoni having trouble getting around Bergman as Todd Otis is building a lead bigger. And Otis has found a groove that he likes right now. Martoni still can't get around Bergman. There's Todd Otis, who's got about a fourth of the track lead on the second place car, who's now Larry Martoni with 1 lap left, as that was the white flag. There's the battle for second. You see Martoni and Bergman going at it. They're coming into the 4. Bergman lays his car on him. And second place goes to Martoni with Bergman third, Stevie fourth, Dolphin fifth. The 27 of Waters, the 24 of Neerland, and Drays. So Todd Otis in the number 2 car brings it down in front here to take his checkered flag. There's Todd, winner of the 3rd qualifier.
The first of 4 12-lap qualifiers is the top 4 advancing into the 30-lap late model feature.
The first late model qualifier here of the season has 7-up Ron Arndt on the outside front row with the unmarked, the number A5 car of Ron Alvarado on the pole. 22 of Leroy Gronert, the 12 of, oh boy, I'm not sure if that's Tom Dorn or Terry Young. 49 of Jeannie Drays, the 5 of Rick Smith, or the 2 of Rick Smith. 50 of Patrick, 37, well, the number 12 car of, I think that's Terry Young. Jeannie Drays running second. We're gonna call that number 12 Terry Young. There's 2 12s. But he's got the lead. Jeannie Drays in second. The 37 of Olson. Gene Olson running third. The 5 of Bob Poss is fourth. As they're starting to stretch it out a little now. It's Young and Drays. And the rest. Arndt has made his way from pole to tail. Terry Young, the leader. Jeannie Drays second. Gene Olson trying on the outside of Drays. Now they're closing Terry Young's lead a little bit. Olson working on Drays, trying to get the outside. Bob Poss working on the inside. But Terry Young still leads the whole pack. And he seems to be building a bigger lead. There's 6 cars in the pack right there in the middle. Jeannie Drays, Gene Olson going around Drays. Gene Olson now in second. Leroy Gronert Jr. moving up, taking third away from Jeannie Drays. There's Olson second, Gronert third. Now Mike Patrick trying to sneak through there. Patrick in the blue 50. He's right on the tailpipe of Gronert as Jeannie Drays takes third place back. the battle is going on back here for second and third spot. And that's where we're watching the action. White flag to Terry Young. Gene Olson second, Jeannie Dre's third, Poss running fourth right now. Here comes your winner, number 12, with the battle still going on for the third place spot. Second to Olson, third to Dre's, fourth to Poss, fifth to Grunert, sixth to Smith, seventh to Patrick, and then Ron Arndt and Alvarado. There's your winner, number 12. And I'm hoping it's Terry Young. I can't see, I can't read the name on it. And we're back with the second qualifier here for the late models. We got number 6 of Gary Krieger, the 4 of Klamorowski, the 12. Well, we'll call this one Terry Young then. The 14 of Reynolds, Larry Probst in the yellow, or Russ Grossen in the 16 car, the yellow 16, Terry Sauer, B.J. Erickson, Dave the Wizard Oswald, and Mike Rude. And they're off as Gary Krieger tries to take it away from Klamorowski. Couple of Garys up front there, and Krieger takes over. Gary Krieger in the lead, Gary Klamorowski second. Third would be Terry Young. Fourth is Grossen. Here they come out of 4. It's still Krieger and Klamorowski. Gary Krieger's got his car really cranking. It's still Krieger, Klamorowski, and Young. Gary Krieger, followed by Klamorowski and Young, and then Grossen, and then Sauer, and Erickson. And unless something happens, Gary Krieger should have a rocking chair ride here. Mike Rude was a little loose in that corner, number 4, but he pulled it back straight. That's Gary Krieger, Klamorowski, and Young. Looks like we got a little race back here between Dave Oswald and the number 3 car of B.J. Erickson. It looks like Oswald won that one. As we're coming around for the checkered flag, here comes your winner, Gary Krieger. Second place goes to Gary Klamorowski, third to Young, fourth to Grossen, fifth to Sauer, sixth to Oswald, seventh is Erickson, Rude, and Reynolds. But there's your winner, number 6, Gary Krieger, as he brings it down for his checkered flag. And we'll be back after this, folks. Oh no, you're leaving it in the hands of Jerry?
What's that guy's name, Mike?
Who, next to you?
Standing back here.
Oh, yeah. Here they come. Now, come back. Oh. Bring it back. The next qualifier for late models is going to be 99, Gary Harklaw on the inside. Number 30 on the outside. The 4. Oh, they did it to me again. Looks like Gary Klamorowski, that number. I guess this 4 is Gary Klamorowski, folks. 54 of Brian Gursky. The 09 of Butch Mierendorf. 37 or 97 of Jim Jarlsberg. The 2 of Schutte. The 1 of Grunberg. The 71 Ovidal and the 36 of Mike Backus. And the number 30 car jumps out in front there. Oh, 30 is Dave Schmidt. Schmidt's running first, and Klamorowski second, Harklaw third. Butch Mierendorf moving on the inside, takes over third place from Harklaw. And Dave Grunberg on that orange number 1 is moving up into fourth spot as they're pressuring Dave Schmidt. Klamorowski outside, Mierendorf inside, and there's a little fender bender there, but everybody comes through it. Number 2 of Rush Schutte is now in third. As a little loose there goes Schmidt. Now Schutte, Mierendorf pulls off with problems, it looks like. No, but Schutte has taken the lead with Dave Grunberg as the 09 car leaves the track. Rush Schutte in first, Dave Grunberg running second. It's Schutte and Grunberg. Grunberg moving on the outside of Schutte. These two battled all last year. So they're no strangers to each other. Dave Grunberg, number 1 car, Rush Schutte, number 2. Grunberg right on Schutte's tailpipe, now goes on the outside. And Rush Schutte holds him off. Grunberg moving on the outside again as Gursky pulls off in front of us. 2 laps left. They're on the white lap right now. What a battle between Rush Schutte and Dave Grunberg. There's the white flag to Rush Schutte. And Dave Schmidt pulled off, but here comes out of 4. It's going to be Rush Schutte and Dave Grunberg second. Third to Klamorowski. Fourth was close. I'm not sure if it was Jarlsberg or Harklaw. But there's your winner, number 2, Rush Schutte. And we'll be back. The next late model qualifier's got a pair of 82s up front. One is Skip Bolton, the other's Dave Dubnicka. Dubnicka in the blue and white one. The 40 of Dave Patrick, the 17 of Dwayne Deppie. The 81 of Royce Prebush is back out here. The 11 of Randy Nottestad, the 44 of Roger Belke, the 15 of Probst, and the 15 of Bowden, and the 98 of Steve Kenseth. The top 4 move to the feature race as the 82s bring them down, and Dubnicka lunges forward. Dave Patrick's having a little trouble. But Dubnica in the 82. Dwayne Deppy now moves into second. Dubnica in the lead. Dwayne Deppy chasing him. Randy Nottestad running third. Nottestad coming right on the outside, trying to get second. We got a race for second here between Nottestad and Deppy. And they're both running fender to fender. Now Nottestad goes around Deppy. Now Nottestad is chasing down Dubnica. It's Dubnica, Nottestad, and Deppy. As Bolton is having a little few problems. And now the leaders catch up and skip Bolton. And they go around him. It's still Dubnica, Nottestad, and Deppy. Randy Nottestad back after he's moved into the late model class this year. Still Dubnica and Nottestad. Nottestad going to try the outside of Dubnica now. We should be getting awful close to the white lap. There's 2 more laps left. Randy Nottestad trying to get around Dave Dubnica. Dubnica seems to be holding him off so far. One more time around. And coming out of turn 4, it looks like it's going to be Dave Dubnica. Randy Nottestad second. Third goes to Steve Kenseth. And fourth, Dwayne Deppy. Fifth was Prebush. Sixth, Probst. Seventh, Bowden. And Dave Patrick. But there's your winner, number 82, Dave Dubnica. Okay, Mike. First Road Warrior qualifier. The first Road Warrior qualifier has number 37, Kurt Schultz, I believe. There's 2 37s. The number 4 of Rick Shade. Gary Pete in 18. 91 of Norm Nelson, the 52 of Leonard Reimer Jr., the 33 of Terry Biddick, 37 of Racing Jason Schuler, the 6th of Chris Earhart. Boy, I couldn't even read the number on that one car. It's a little dark. Looks like, but you're getting a great picture at home. Here we go. It's a green flag. Gary Pete and the 37 car of, I'm not sure if that's Schultz or not. 46 of, or 45 of Randy Brunig is running second. And Norm Nelson trying to get through there, but Jason Schuler on the outside of Earhart is going to try to go around everybody here. They're coming 3 wide into turns 1 and 2. And they all survive. No, they don't. But they got a little loose there to number 6 of Earhart. Jason Schuler coming on the outside in the 37 car. Passing the 37 of Schultz. Racing Jason Schuler out in front. Norm Nelson going to move on the outside of everybody now. Jason Schuler building a real comfortable lead. And the rest of the pack is being held back by 37, Kurt Schultz. It's Schultz and Brunig and Reimer Jr. in the 2, 3, and 4 spot. Oh, we got some hook bumpers. We got a slide on the background. Norm Nelson got involved in it. But Leonard Reimer, Norm Nelson, and the 18 of Gary Pete, all were kind of locked on the back chute. And we got us a yellow flag here. So we'll be back with a restart after this. I gotta move around a little.
Out the picture that he wants to go on the tape. Only one picture goes on the tape. Oh, I see. Okay.
And Chris Earhart takes over second place. But we're looking at Jason Schuler, who is a half a track ahead of everybody on the white lap. There's the rest of the pack. Earhart goes wide. Brunig takes him for second. Terry Biddick moving up there trying to get third. Jason Schuler just got the checkered, but here comes the battle for second. And it's Randy Brunig, Earhart third, Biddick fourth, and the rest. But there's your winner, number 37, Jason Schuler. Here we are back, and we're trying to find out who that driver is in that 06 car. Brett Carson, I believe, in the 06 car. I was just informed. And on the outside of him is the 13 of Moreland, the 77 of Eddie, the C4 of John Crawford, the 9 of Goldade, the 67 of Qualley, the 15 of Bruce Havel, the 68 of Olson, the 39 of Gust, and I'll have to wait till they come around to see the other one. And it's the 19 of Zachow. And we got some action in the corner as Qualley gets banged. But your leader, it's a battle between Mike, Eddie, and Carson. Carson looks like he has the edge right here. It's Carson and Eddie. Eddie on the inside. Now it's Eddie and Carson. And moving up on the inside is the 13 of Moreland. Moreland and Goldade. Right behind him is Zachow. The 19 of Zachow. But Mike Eddie in 77 is in the lead. Kevin Moreland in 13 running second. Todd Goldade third. Tony Gust in 39 moving up into a fast fifth spot. Mike Eddie in the lead. Kevin Moreland running second. Eddie, Moreland, Goldade. And it's still Mike Eddie and Kevin Moreland. Moreland closing in on Eddie. But Tony Gust in the 39 car is moving into the picture. Mike Eddie as Kevin Moreland gets real close, and then Eddie just kind of puts it down. And now Tony Gust is moving in there. Whoa, little fender benders there. Nobody hurt. Tony Gust now takes over second from Moreland. Tony Gust finally running, got his car running fairly decent here. 2 laps left. Mike Eddy still in the lead, but he's got hot pursuit from 39 of Gust and the 13 of Moreland. Here they're coming around for the white flag. They're coming 3 wide into the corner, and all survive. Mike Eddy looks like he should have a win here. And there's Mike Eddy first, Gus second, Olson third, Goldade fourth, Zachow fifth. So your winner, number 77, Mike Eddy. And we'll be back after this. The next Road Warrior qualifier has number 23. Let's see if they pull the fast one up. No, Lauren Christian, I have a name. 46 on the inside is Al Weisoff. 16 is Pete Lowe. The 2 is Perry Kaiser. The 17 of Wayne Whitford. Coming back the other way. I don't know who the back one is. J10 of Jim Williams. And we'll have to catch the rest when they come around again. We got the 3 of Frank Ward out there. The 15 or J5. 15 of, well, we'll have to wait and see. There's the start, and J10, Jim Williams is in the lead with Christian second, Weisoff third, 58 of Storkson moving on the outside. J5 of Jeff Johnson. But Williams leads it. Second place is Weisoff in the 46 car. They're coming out of 4. It's Williams, Weisoff, Johnson. Frank Ward in that nice shiny red number 3 is in 4th place. Now Weisoff moving on the outside of Johnson. Williams, pardon me. And Al Weisoff is going, looks like he's going to be your new leader. Yes, he's fender to fender, but wait, here comes Frank Ward. We got a 4-car race up here for first. Jim Williams still hanging on. Jeff Johnson in the J5 running behind him. And we got Weisoff and Ward. Weisoff, Ward, and Williams. The first 3 cars. Now Weisoff. Now Ward coming on the outside of Weisoff. And Johnson coming on the outside of Williams. So it's still the same 4 cars. They just shifted different positions, went inside and out. It's quite an exciting race for first here. There's 4 cars still in it. Storkson seems to be holding the rest back. Weisoff with Frank Ward coming on the outside now challenging. And it looks like, oh, Frank didn't get around him, but he's going to try it on turn 4. Here's the white flag. One more time around, it's Weisoff, Ward, and Johnson. Now Johnson moves in a second. Who's it going to be on a checkered? Well, Weisoff is spun, maybe by Johnson, maybe not. But Ward gets the checkered. Johnson second, Williams, and then Weisoff. Storkson. I don't know, Weisoff might have had a little help there, but there's your winner, number 3, Frank Ward. Weisoff is not. Let's see here at Jefferson Speedway. And let's take a look at who we got. We got the 36 of Dave Drusty, the 50. Well, 50. They sluck another one in here on me. 56. I'm not sure. 77 Rich McCune, 52 of Tommy Gregg. Whoa, we got a little wild start here. Well, it's not a start. We got the 2 of BJ Schumacher, the 7 of Rick Coppernall. We got the 76 of Sun Prairie's own John Ellis. Mike. And they're coming around out of 4 for the green flag. The 36 of Drusty takes the lead. 7 of Coppernall moves into second. Whoa, we had a couple of fenders down there, but Sun Prairie's John Ellis is moving fast on the outside. Whoa, he scraped the wall. But there he's moving up on the inside now. There's your leader. Rick Coppernall takes the lead. Oh, we got a spin down here. Schumacher and the 22 of Peterman.
He doesn't go.
Rick Coppernall, we got a yellow flag. We're going to have a restart here. I don't know, the 2 of Schumacher went into the infield. He might have scraped the wall, I'm not sure. He's got a bashed in fender. He's not a happy camper down there as he's walking away from his truck. Number 2 truck in the middle of the infield. That's a tractor, guys. There's the 2 truck of Schumacher. They got the hood up. I don't know, maybe there was a fire underneath there. But looks like he might have blew the radiator because there's lots of water on the track. And they're just checking to make sure there's no fire under there. Well, the track crew is, well, they're checking over the number 2 truck. Oh, okay. Then I'll shut up. Save my voice. Save these golden tones. The announcer up here doesn't know neither. And we're back for the restart, but looks like we got some oil dry to run down first. There was some water on the track there. And Rick Coppernall is going to be up front with, next to him, Dave Drusty in the number 36 truck. The 77 of Rich McCune. We got the 56 of who knows who. And we've got the 76 of Sun Prairie's John Ellis, the 52 of Tommy Gregg, and the 22 of Kurt Peterman. And one more time around, Mr. Rodiger says. Rick Coppernall on the inside, Drusty on the outside. And here they come around. Well, let's see. Nobody's really got the lead. Ellis and McCune are trying to get up in there. McCune running 3rd, Ellis 4th. Ellis kind of picking his whole way through there. He's definitely got the best handling truck that I've seen out there so far. Now he's going to go around the outside of McCune. Rick Coppernall in the lead, but no, we got 3 wide. No, 36. McCune almost hooked the back of Coppernall. Coppernall first, McCune on the outside of him. Ellis now in 3rd. And McCune goes around the outside, Ellis on the inside. No, he backs off, ran out of track. That's very deceiving, that back shoot. Here comes Ellis on the inside now. Now it's going to be a race between Ellis and McCune. McCune has the edge right now. Last week, John Ellis had the superior truck. Let's see how it acts this week. Ellis trying on the outside. Sliding Tommy Gregg in third. McCune pulling away from Ellis on the back chute. It's McCune, Ellis, and Gregg. Ellis just can't get around McCune tonight. Here comes, looks like the white flag. One more time around. Can John do it? He's got the inside. Let's see what happens. It's Ellis and McCune. Could it be John Ellis? It looks like it's gonna be John Ellis. First, Rich McCune. Second, Tommy Gregg. Third. Fourth is gonna go to the 36 of Drusty. Fifth to 66. Sixth, 22, and Rick Coppernall coasts across. John Ellis from International Last Chance race here on the first night of point racing at Jefferson Speedway, Wisconsin's action track. And then on the pole, it's going to be the, oh God, here we go, the 13 car of, never did find out who that was. I think that was Earhart, they said. The 9 of Dolphin, the 16 of Ben Halleck, 77 of Waters, the 24 of Neerland, 22 of Lund, 77 of Waters, or 07 of Waters. Joe, let's see, the 7 of Waters, the 11 of Hicks, the 27 of Waters, the 28 of Dan Utek, the 76 of A.B., Alan Berry with the Honeybee, the 17 of Bingham, 73 of Hoff, and the 19 car of somebody. Anyway, Earhart is out in front with Mike Dolphin moving up now on the inside in second place. And Dolphin trying to take Earhart on the inside. And he does. Joe Hicks now moving up there in that inside spot. Oh, AB did a little spin out here that we missed. And their leader, Mike Dolphin, with Joe Hicks, number 11, running second. And it's still Dolphin and Hicks. And running third, well, that's first and second. Hicks gonna try to make a move on Dolphin. Joe Hicks just can't quite get around him. Joe Hicks in pursuit of the Dolphin. This could be the day of the Dolphin here. As Joe Hicks just cannot seem to make much ground. Now they're approaching the back cars. Oh, there's a spin by Waters on the back chute. And that's not going to cause any problems, it looks like. As there's your leader, Dolphin, yet, as he's going around the number 28 car of UTEC. And Joe Hicks goes around UTEC also. Oh, there's a little fender bender on the back chute. And Mike Dolphin is still in the lead, Joe Hicks second. This is the International Last Chance race. And I believe the top 4 finishers here move to the feature. And let's see, where's our leader at? There's our leader, Mike Dolphin, number 9. Joe Hicks, now the second place car, had to pull off on the infield. So that puts the 07 of Billy Waters, I believe, in second. Let's see, there's Dolphin coming out of Oh, we got a little wild driving down there. That Dolphin is in first. The 07 of Waters running second. And Dolphin's going around Sun Prairie's Allen Berry. So AB's having a little trouble with the Honeybee tonight. Mike Dolphin, and there's 2 laps left. As the cars are spread out all over the track. And here comes Mike Dolphin for the white flag. I'm not sure. I think Waters is still running in second. But Mike Dolphin, oh, there's a spin on the front straightaway, 77. Just did a 360, and Mike Dolphin takes the checkered flag. So that's 77, the Waters senior, who's sure having some problems tonight. And there's your winner, number 9, Mike Dolphin. This definitely was the day of the Dolphin. Wasn't there with Terry Sauer and Royce Prebush up front. Dave the Wizard Oswald and Larry Probst. B.J. Erickson in the number 3. Brian Bowden in the 15. The 9 of Mike Rude. The 40 of Dave Patrick. The 14 of Reynolds. And the 09 of Butch Mierendorf, who's had some really hard luck out here the last couple times. And let's take a look one more time, Mr. Rodiger says. Terry Sauer out of Waterloo, Royce Prebush out of Johnson Creek are going to lead them around. Here they come out of turn 4. The flag is green, and Royce Prebush gets the jump on Terry Sauer. Royce out here in that number 81 car. Dave the Wizard Oswald moving up on 3rd. But Prebush has the lead. And Oswald bangs into the back of Sauer on the corner. Got Larry Probst up there battling with Oswald and Sauer for second. Whoa, and into the wall goes Dave. Well, Dave Oswald locked up with Larry, or was it Brian Bowden? No, Larry Probst. And we got him on the back chute over there. Kind of hung up on the wall. As we'll see him come into the picture right there. They looked like they hooked bumpers and just kind of both went out to the wall. Don't think they didn't hit the wall very hard, but we'll be back with a restart. Didn't get the replay on that. And one more time around as we restart this late model last chance. There's 2 down and 8 to go. There's 8 cars left in this race. Royce Prebush and Terry Sauer are going to lead them out of turn 4. And it's a green flag. Prebush maintains his lead. Here comes Brian Bowden up fast on the inside. But he's got Butch Mierendorf right behind him and Terry Sauer on his outside. But old Royce says, I got him. And Royce Prebush builds his lead by a couple car lengths over Brian Bowden. Brian is another graduate of, this is his second year up here in late models. Up from the international class. He's moving on the inside of Prebush now. And it's Prebush and Bowden. Prebush on the outside, Bowden taking the inside position. And there goes Brian Bowden. Bowden takes over the lead from Prebush. And Brian Bowden now builds a couple car length lead. It's Bowden, Prebush, Butch Mierendorf, and Terry Sauer running 4th. 15 in the lead. And then Royce Prebush about 2 car lengths behind him. And then Butch Mierendorf is back there with a pack of about 4. It's Mierendorf, Sauer, Ruud, and Reynolds battling out for number 3 spot. Oh, and Mike Ruud goes sideways. B.J. Erickson spins and misses him. Chad Reynolds, I don't know if he's got a flat tire or what, but Reynolds and Ruud kind of hooked together there, and somebody's bumper's laying on the track. I think that's off of Chad Reynolds' car. Terry Sauer stops just short of it. I'm not. It looks like maybe it's just sheet metal. And these track guys, they have to be very careful of what they pick up. If there's a hot tailpipe or something laying out there and they grab it, they can get very seriously burned, and we're off the air. Jerk. I'm going to be Brian Bowden on the inside, Royce Prebush on the outside. Second row will have Butch Mierendorf in the 09 car, Terry Sauer in the 13. The next row will have the 9 of Mike Ruud, the 40 of Dave Patrick, and B.J. Erickson bringing up the tail. So Chad Reynolds ended up in the infield. And Mr. Rodiger says one more time around. So Bowden and Prebush are going to bring him around. Royce Prebush lost his lead. He was on the outside, and Brian Bowden took over the inside track on him. But here they come. Not too many laps left. And it's Brian Bowden jumping off of that pole position. Butch Mierendorf moving up on the inside for second. And Butch is right on Brian's tail. And now Bowden starts to pull away. Mike Ruud has moved up into third. And Ruud kind of rear ends Mierendorf there a little bit. Kind of lets him know he's there. There's Brian Bowden. He's got about a 4 car length lead. And now Ruud is trying to go around Mierendorf. Mike Ruud on the outside of Butch Mierendorf for second place. And he takes it. Brian Bowden. Mike Ruud has got to chase him down. But I don't think Ruud's going to catch him. It's Brian Bowden. Mike Ruud. Now third place, Terry Sauer takes over fourth place. This is the last chance race for the late models. And it looks like we're getting ready for the white lap. Not quite yet. That's Brian Bowden, Mike Ruud, still running 1-2. Mierendorf running third. Here's the white flag to Brian Bowden. One more time around. It looks like he's going to bring that number 15 car home to victory. There's the checkered flag to Brian Bowden, second to Mike Ruud, third to Mierendorf, fourth to Sauer, fifth Prebush, sixth Patrick, and B.J. Erickson in the black number 3. But there's your winner, number 15, Brian Bowden. Okay. The second last chance race, I was just informed. So they are really generous here at this track. Boy, you don't only get a first last chance, you get a second last chance. And we got Leroy Griner Jr. on the inside, Gary Harklaw on the outside. The 50 of Mike Patrick, the 2 of Rick Smith, the 30. Uh-oh. Well, we'll find that. 71 of Ovidal, 44 of Belkey, 82 of Skip Bolton. The 7 up of Ron Arndt. Oh, the 30 is Dave Schmidt. The A5 of Ross Alvarado. What's throwing me on that 30 is he used to be number 55 last year. Okay, here they come. And the flag is green. Oh, we got Harklaw sideways. They're a little loose on the straightaway, but he pulled it back. And the leader is Leroy Grunert Jr., who jumped out there with Mike Patrick right behind him. And Leroy out of the shadows is still in first. Comes down the front straightaway. It's Grunert Patrick, but here comes Rick Smith in the number 2 car. Smith trying to get around Patrick. Oh, Mike says nope. Yeah, Rick says, oh yeah. But your leader is still Leroy. Yeah, the cars are starting to get spread out. Leroy Grunert holding his lead. Mike Patrick second, Rick Smith third. Number 22, Leroy Grunert Jr. is your leader. And the battle going for second, though, is between Mike Patrick in the 50 car and the number 2 of Rick Smith. And Patrick is holding Smith off real well. That's your leader, Leroy Grunert Jr., number 22. He's got that car just flying. Got off to an early lead, and it's been goodbye Leroy ever since. Patrick is held on to second for most of this race. Now Gary Harklaw, who had some troubles on the first lap, is running fourth. And that's your leader, Leroy Grunert. That battle for second with Smith on the tail of Patrick, but he cannot get around him. Smith in the number 2 car, Patrick in the 50. Some good racing going on at second spot. Oh, there he goes. Patrick's car just backfired and kind of quit on him. He coasts into the infield. So Rick Smith has second and Gary Harklaw in third now. But there comes your leader, Leroy Grunert Jr. Whoa, and Ross Alvarado almost spun around in front of him. He was very loose. Leroy Grunert. Rick Smith running second, Gary Harklaw third. Fourth is Roger Belkey. Comes the leader. We got, looks like we might have about 2 laps left. Oh, they give a move over flag to Alvarado. Two more laps left. Leroy Grunert. There comes Rick Smith, the number 2 car. And Gary Harklaw, 99, running third. But here comes Leroy Grunert around for the white flag as he goes around the 7-up car, Ron Arndt. And there's Leroy for the checkered flag. Second place to Rick Smith. Third to Gary Harklaw. Fourth to Belkey. Fifth goes to the 71 of Ovidal. And Dave Schmidt looks like is going to take sixth. Skip Bolton and Ron Arndt. But there's your winner, number 22, Leroy Grunert Jr. And we've got action at Jefferson Speedway here, racing every Saturday night. Gates open at 5:30. Racing action starts at 7:30. So if you're sitting at home watching this, why don't you come on down to the track some Saturday night and enjoy the action down here. Wisconsin's action track, Jefferson Speedway. Nothing like being here live and then go home and watch us. All right, we got an international. This is the last chance of the feature. Well, J.R. Remzik is up front with number 4, Bill Morrison, 19 of Bergman, 99 of Vanderhoof. This must be the last chance race. Late model international last chance race. 75 of Hoff, 46 of Martoni. And Remzik and Morrison lead him around, and it's a green. Remzik takes the lead on turn 1 and 2. And Martoni is slowing way down. In fact, I think he's leaving the track. As J.R. Remzik increases his lead over Morrison. It's Remzik and Morrison. Bergman now moves into third. Steve Hoff trying to booger around Vanderhoof. Scott Null is in there slamming against her. But Remzik's still in the lead. J.R. Remzik in the black 83 Pinto. Scott Null now taking over second spot. Coming out of turn 4, it's Remzik first, Null second. Morrison third. And here comes Larry Martoni back out of the pits in the yellow 46. J.R. Remzik trying to hold his lead with Scott Null coming up behind him. I believe the top 4 here go to the feature race. It's Remzik, Null, Morrison, Hoff. Oh, Vanderhoof and Hoff hook up. Vanderhoof was on the infield for a second with 2 wheels. That's Sonia Vanderhoof, lady driver. J.R. Remzik still on the lead. Scott Null moving in closer. There's the rest of the pack. They're quite a ways behind Null and Remzik. Almost half the track. Null gonna move on the outside of Remzik. Oh, and Morrison drives Otis to the wall, but everybody clears. Remzik with Null right on his tail. Both these guys are veteran international drivers at Jefferson. They've battled each other for a number of years out here. Now Null closing in a little more. Well, we got Sheevy a little loose in the corner. Null right on Remzik's bumper now. Oh, we got a car on the backstretch hooked up there. Dolphin and Bergman. And that's going to bring a yellow. So, and we had our sharpshooter Bob Cott on the camera right on that one, too, as it happened. Might be a good time to mention who's on camera. We got Keith Miller on one camera, Bob Cott on the other. Mike Douglas was on for a while. Kevin Douglas is our director. Assisting Kevin tonight is Jerry. And here we come back with the restart of this international class last chance race. J.R. Remzik and Scott Null to lead them around. Flags are crossed. And it's green. Remzik and Null. Let's see who's going to have it. It's neck and neck. Null looks a little bit ahead. J.R. Remzik on the inside trying to hold it. Whoa, we got a little slow up, but everybody's fine. Null moving around the outside of Remzik now. That yellow flag didn't help JR too much. And they're still neck and neck. JR pulls ahead a little bit now as Scott Nottestad pulls to the outside. It looks like he's going to be out. It's Remzik by about 1 car length. As Null moves in to go to the inside now. Oh, he moves inside of Remzik. But JR puts it down and pulls away. Null making another move to the inside. JR holds him off. Moving on the outside again. Now Null moves to the inside. JR trying to find a good groove out there. And Null staying right with him. 2 laps to go. Can JR hold him off? Null makes his move to the outside once more. Null going around the outside, trying to get around JR. White flag. We got us a race here. It's going to be close to the finish. Remzik trying to hold him off. They're coming into 3. They got Wolf up ahead, who's a slow car. But it looks like it's going to be. It's Remzik. First, Null second. Third goes to Waters. 4th to Sheevy, 5th goes to Vanderhoof, as Martoni was a lap down, I believe. But your winner, number 83, J.R. Remzik, formerly from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. And we've got the number 12 of Terry Young, the 49 of Jeannie Drays, the 4. I'm not sure who this 4 is. There's 2 4s in this race. Let's see. There's the 17 of Deppy, 37 of Olson, the 4 of Klamorowski, the 11 of Nottestad, the 1 of Grunberg, the 6 of Krieger, the 12 of Tom Dorn, the 82 of Dubnica, the 2 of Russ Schutte, the 5 of Bob Poss, the 15 of the 16 of Russ Grossen, 97 of Jarlsberg, 98 of Kenseth, 15 of Bowden, the 9 of Rude, the 2 of Smith, and the 22 of Leroy Gronert Jr. And here they come around, Drays and Young lead them in, and it's a green flag. Terry Young takes the lead. And everybody survives the first lap. Terry Young's out in front. Running second is Dwayne Deppy, third Jeannie Drays. Now Deppy makes a move on Young on the outside. challenged. It's still Terry Young and Deppy. Jeannie Dre's in third. Oh, a little loose in the corner was the 37 of Olson. But they're still holding 1, 2, 3. Terry Young the leader. Jeannie Dre's now in second. Well, we got a fender bender down here on the corner with about 6 cars involved. And we're going to get a yellow flag on that one. We got Mike Rude, Leroy Grunert, the 15 of Bowden, and a 6 of Krieger. Looks like everybody's going to drive away except maybe Rude. Rude is stalled on the corner there. Oh, now he's moving, kind of. And we got Randy Nottestad is sitting backwards down here in the 11 car. Just a little excitement down here on the track. Nobody injured, none of the cars seem damaged. What? And I think we got him, getting him straightened out here. There's the 9 of Rude. A little damage to the car on the front right or left. Okay, but he's the racer that Mike Rude is. The racer that Mike Rude is, he's still in there. Just has to move to the back and makes it a little tougher to come up now. We got Terry Young. Number 12 is going to be up front, along with the 49 on the outside of Jeannie Dre's. Okay, we'll take a look at the replay and see what we did catch on that. And here they're coming around. That's the lead cars, Jeannie Dre's. There's the spin. A lot of smoke and dust down there. Couldn't see much, but you see 4 cars decided to parallel park on the corner there. And then Randy Nottestad kind of decided to take a look at the traffic coming at him for a little while, and no real damage there. So and there's Mike Rude, and that was a glitch. Now we're back to live action here as they're lining them up with Terry Young and Jeannie Dre's up front. Looks like Dwayne Deppy, 17 in the second row. And can't quite see the number on the other car. Rush Schutte must have been involved in that spin, the number 2 car, as he was by the pit wall. Oh, we do have a car on the back wall. Okay, one of the number 4s. I believe we got 2 4s in this race. One is Gary Klamorowski, and I'm going to check on who that other number 4 is, so bear with me, fans. Okay, getting back here ready for the restart. We did find out who that red and white number 4 is. That belongs to Ed Wolf Sr. So now we know. And the other number 4 right behind him is Gary Klamorowski. So now that we got that straight on our scorecards, and we're lining them up, it is going to be Terry Young, number 12 up front with Jeannie Dre's. Second row, number 17 of Deppy, the 4 of Wolf Sr. Third row would be Randy Nottestad in 11, Klamorowski in 4, The next row, the 37 of Gene Olson, the 1 of Dave Grunberg, the 82 of Dave Dubnicka, the 12 of Tom Dorn, the 2 of Russ Schutte, the 16 of Russ Grossen, 97 of Jarlsberg, 98 of Kenseth, 2 of Smith, the 15 of Bowden, who's got a little bit of dent in his side, 22 of Gronert Jr., 9 of Rude, 6 of Krieger, and Bob Poss, number 5, minus the front right fender. Poss from Watertown. They had made him go off the track during the delay. One more time around, the flag man tells them. 20 cars. I don't think we lost anybody there. Here they come. Young and Drees lead them around. And it's a green, it's a restart. As Young takes the lead, Deppy right on him. Terry Young, after 1 lap, maintains his lead. Dwayne Deppy second. Coming up on the inside, third is Randy Nottestad. And the 12 of Tom Dorn went a little wide. But the other numbers, whoa, we got a thing down here on this corner now. But looks like everybody pulled through it. Little fender bender we had. Terry Young still in the lead. Wayne Deppy second, Nottestad third. Gene Olson now moves into 4th spot. The exciting world of late model racing, fans. Terry Young, Dwayne Deppy, Randy Nottestad, 1, 2, 3. Dave Grunberg in the orange number 1 is moving fast on the outside as he's going by Gene Olson. Now he gets up close to his old counterpart, Randy Nottestad. But 12, Young is still the leader. And the first 5 cars are starting to get into single file. Terry Young's holding on to his lead. Wayne Deppy moving on the inside now. Now Deppy, oh, can't quite get around the outside. Nottestad trying to move on the inside. Terry Young able to hold him off. It's still Terry Young, Randy Nottestad, Gene Olson running third. They're still running 1, 2, 3. Now Nottestad moving, it's a move for the inside. Let's see, he gets him on the inside. Randy Nottestad takes the lead. Gene Olson trying to move on the inside for second place. Two laps to go. Randy Nottestad way in the lead. Here he comes for the white flag. Running second is Terry Young. But Young went a little loose in the corner and everybody goes by him. Here comes your winner, Randy Nottestad, Gene Olson, Dave Gruenberg, Jeannie Drays, Deppie, Young, and then Kenseth, and the rest. But driving home to victory, the first feature race for late models here at Jefferson Speedway, the action track, is number 11, Randy Nottestad from Cambridge. And we'll be back with more action. A Road Warrior consolation event here, led down by number 92, Mark Bayless, and 40, Ken Brumel. And they're loose. Sounds like a popcorn popper out there. Let's see, we got Brumel in the lead with Bayless right on his bumper. Whoa, and there goes Mark Muller from Sun Prairie facing the wrong way in the corner. Mark's had a tough luck here tonight. Driving that school bus yellow car. Ken Brumel coming up close to Muller. And Brumel coming up, going to try to go around Muller on the outside. Muller had some problems last night in Columbus, I understand. Brumel building on his lead over Bayless. Ken Brumel, number 40, in the lead with Mark Bayless chasing him down. The 97 car of Donnie Ward Jr. decided to leave the track via the pits. That's Brumel, the leader. 92 Bayless trying to catch him. And the rest of the guys just trying to survive out there, I guess. Coming into turn number 3, getting a little loose. And Ken Brumel is approaching some slower cars at the back of the pack. He just kind of went through the middle of them there. And Bayless trying to get through there. Brumel out of Sussex, Wisconsin. As he goes around another slower car. And there's the white flag to Ken Brumel, who's in second. Mark Bayless is in second. And where we go from there is anybody's guess. But we know, here comes the winner, number 40, Ken Brumel. Second place goes to 92, Bayless. There we had a little bit of, well, 70 is going for the sand pile, and he lays it in there. Almost in the sand trap. And Brumel says, time out, let me get my flag so I can go around. There's your winner, Ken Brumel, number 40. And we'll be back. They didn't get... And for the second consi here for the Road Warriors, the first one won by Ken Brumel, we've got the 44 car of Randy Hinton in the front row, along with 72 of Steve Harper. They're going to lead him around. The 61 of Kurt Gus, the 78 of Larry Jensen. And we've got the 4 of Rick Shade, the J5. I thought he was banned from the track tonight. Well, Jeff Johnson is out there. I guess they just black flagged him for one race. Randy Hinton takes the lead with Harper going wide. And Jensen, number 78, moves into second. They're coming 3 abreast into this corner. Whoa, a little high. Goes number 23, but he pulls in behind the rest. So your leader is 44, Randy Hinton. Larry Jensen trying to catch him. And that's the 1 and 2 cars you see on the screen. Running third is the 72 of Harper, the 4 of Shade, and now J5. J5 of Jeff Johnson. But that's your 1 and 2 cars. Jensen trying to catch Hinton, but not having much luck. There we got one loose in the corner, and oh, he goes into the infield. Does about a 245 and decides to come back out. There's the leaders. Randy Hinton and Larry Jensen. On the back chute. Coming into turn 4, we got the 8 of Rick Greger having a little problem steering there. That's Randy Hinton going around that number 72 car, or trying to. Larry Jensen tries to move on the inside. It's a white flag. One more time around. And let's see, Hinton is wide. 72 slowing him down, but I think Randy Hinton's going to take it home. It's Randy Hinton, Larry Jensen, Jeff Johnson. Hinton, and the rest. And here comes your winner, number 44, Randy Hinton. And we'll be back with more racing. Is this the last chance, Terry? Is this the last chance race? Oh, okay. No, this is, here we are back at the Road Warrior event. I believe this is the last chance race for the Road Warriors before the feature. We've got Zachow and let me check number 63, who's not on my list again. He must have snuck in. Ken Brumel, who won the race, and number 16, Pete Lowe, are in the back. Leonard Reimer Jr., Bruce Hovell's in this one. The 13 of Moreland, the 91 of Norm Nelson. It looks like he's going to have him go around once more at least here. I'm not sure. I think they want Hinton. Do they want Hinton in this race? I think so. He qualified. See, with the Consi, if you win the Consi, you get to go to the last chance. And you win the last chance, you get to go to the feature. So it's a hard road to come back, but you can do it. It's kind of like the way Andy Harrison wins Little League tournaments in Sun Prairie. And they are waiting for Randy Hinton. They're trying to get him strapped in and get his helmet back on, and he's on the infield here. Well, I think maybe they're trying to get the car started. Ah, there he comes. Randy Hinton's going to fall in back there next to Brumel, or behind Brumel. We are using our new production van tonight. Hopefully the battery won't go dead, folks. And Mr. Rodiger is going to tell him one more time now. Let's get it right, boys, so we can get this race underway. And, well, let's see. Maybe they'll go around once. Maybe they'll go around twice. As long as they keep turning left. And here they come. The flag is green. And they're loose. Into the first turn. Everybody survives. It's Zachow taking the lead here, number 19. And Perry Keyser was a little bit loose in that corner. We got 3 abreast in the middle of the pack. Kaiser goes a little wide. Oh, and we got a little turnaround out here with 99. Wrong way. Now he's going right. Who we got leading this? We still got a battle for first here between Zachow and 63. And Zachow takes the lead in 19. And the 63 car spins into the infield. He's just taking a little shortcut. So Jim Zachow's got the lead. Norm Nelson's trunk is open. I don't know if he wants somebody to jump in there or what. But we got a yellow flag. The yellow flag, I believe, now there's something laying on the track. We got to get that off. It probably flew out of Norm Nelson's trunk. Looked like his lunchbox. Well, whatever it is, he just ran over it. Now they got to scrape it off the track. I guess we'll be back with a restart in a minute. And we're back here for the restart. We got Jim Zachow, and somehow Norm Nelson managed to find his way to the front. Dave Qualley and number 37, Kurt Schultz in the second row. And in the third row is Wayne Whitford. This is the Road Warrior feature, fans. This is the feature. It is not the last chance, as I erroneously reported. And they're off. We got Zachow in the lead. The 26 blue car out there is Scott Chico Riedner, driving a different car tonight. But he's way near the back. But who knows what evil lurks. As Jim Zachow is in the lead with Dave Qualley running second, Norm Nelson third. Nelson and Whitford were a little loose there. They're just letting each other know they're still out there. Whitford's running third. Leonard Reimer Jr. now moves up into the race for fourth spot. But your leader is 19 of Zachow. It's Zachow, Qualley, Whitford, Reimer, Nelson, Havel, Moreland are the first 7 cars. That's your leader, 19, Jim Zachow. He's approaching the last place car, the C4 of John Crawford. Dave Qualley running second, but Wayne Whitford is trying to get that spot. Jim Zachow now is going around the outside of Crawford. Crawford the last car. Qualley also does the same. And so does Whitford. Whitford tries moving in on the inside of Qualley for second. We got a close race in second place. There you see it. Wayne Whitford takes over second. Now Whitford goes around the outside of 16 Pete Lowe, and he's in pursuit of 19 Zachow. There's a white flag, though, to Jim Zachow. And coming out of turn 4, here comes your winner, 19 Jim Zachow, second to Whitford, third to Qualley, fourth Reimer Jr., fifth Nelson. Then comes Havel and the rest. Feature number 19, Jim Zachow. We'll be back with Star Trucks after this. The Star Truck feature, the next to last event of the night. That last race was the last chance for the Road Warriors. As I reported first, it was not the feature. But let's get to the trucks. We've got, starting from the back. No, we'll start from the front. That's what they usually do. 56, who we still don't know what the driver's name is. The 22 is Kurt Peterman. 52 a Tommy Gregg. 36 a Dave Drusty. And in the back, this is where the race should be. The 77 of Rich McCune and the 76 of Sun Prairie's own John Ellis in that school bus yellow truck. And the flag is green. It's just a matter of Ellis and McCune getting out in front of all the others. But right now, looks like Peterman has the lead. So they come into turn 4. Ellis trying to move on the inside of McCune. And Ellis is running 5th. The leader is Peterman. Whoa, a little wide goes to 56 truck. Or 66, I guess that is. Go see my optometrist. Ellis now moving into 3rd. McCune on the outside, though, shoots around him. Ellis picking his spot. Peterman loses the lead. Cuts in front. Whoa, and he sends Ellis. But Ellis hangs on and pulls it out. Peterman cut in front of John Ellis and sent Ellis a little bit slithering down the road. McCune goes a little loose into the corner. Boy, these guys are wilder than the Road Warriors tonight. Your leader is 36, Drusty. McCune running 2nd, but 66 is laying right into him. McCune on the outside now challenging. Ellis decides he's going to go out there where he thinks it's safer. McCune takes the lead. John Ellis now moving up into 2nd behind McCune. These two gave us a good race in the heat. And now it's McCune, Ellis, and Drusty. And McCune holding Ellis off. Now Ellis moves inside of McCune. We got about not too many laps left. The race is up there with McCune in first, Ellis in second. Now Ellis is going to try the outside again. No, now he goes inside. And McCune holds him off. John Ellis makes the inside. There's 2 laps left. Ellis trying to get inside. Oh, they hooked bumpers and they lost a lot of ground on that one. And Rich McCune has the lead with 1 lap left. Is Ellis going to go for it here? Looks like he's going to have to settle for second. He's trying to get the slingshot off the corner. And he's not going to do it, so Rich McCune wins the feature. John Ellis from Sun Prairie second. Third goes to Drewsty, fourth to 66, and fifth to Tommy Gregg. And Kurt Peterman brings up the rear. So another good race between these two here, Rich McCune and John Ellis, as Rich McCune comes out as the feature winner, number 77, Rich McCune.
Rich McCune from Madison, winner of the first Star Trek feature from 1989.
Event of the evening here at Jefferson Speedway, the Road Warrior feature, and it's going to be led down by, from Columbus, number 46, Alan Weisoff, number 33, Terry Biddick out of Madison, number 9 of Todd Golday, the 56 of Storkson, 58 of Storkson, 39 of Tony Gust, the J10 of Jim Williams, the 6 of Earhart, the 68 of Ken Olson, 37 of Racing Jason Schuler, the 77 of Mike Eddy, the 3 of Frank Ward, the 45 of Randy Brunig, 101 of Al Giese, the 36 of Steve Seals, it's the 17 of Wayne Whitford, the 19 of Zach Howe, and I'll get his other one's number when he comes around. The blue 66, that has to be Jim Jordan. Final event, as Weisoff and Biddick bring them around, and they're off. Let's watch them in the first turn. And it looks like everybody cleared. Your leader is Biddick by about a half a car. Terry Biddick pulls out in front of Al Weisoff and the rest. It's Terry Biddick, number 33, in the lead. Biddick still holding on his lead over Weisoff. Golday running third. Tony Gust coming on the outside. Oh, almost off the wall went Zach Howe, but he pulled it back in time. Terry Biddick with about a fourth of a track lead over Al Weisoff. Awful close to the whole straightaway lead. Looks like we got a race developing back here for the number 4 spot. That's your leader, Terry Biddick, and he is that far ahead of the rest of them. Terry Biddick has a whole straightaway lead now over the pack. Number 2 spot there is Al Weisoff in 46 with Todd Goldade right on him. Tony Gust, the 39, moving on the outside. Oh, there's a little slam bang in there. And Weisoff is holding on to second. But here comes Tony Gust on the outside. But he couldn't quite do it on the back chute. Maybe on the front, yes, Tony Gust takes over second spot. Tony Gust just goes right around Al Weisoff now. Biddick's still a good half a track ahead. So Gust has a long ways to go to catch Biddick. That's your leader, Terry Biddick, starting to lap the pack. Second place car is 39 of Tony Gust. Whoa, we got a pile up down here. Weisoff and Todd Goldade kind of T-bone there. But, and there is a yellow. So we will have a restart. That's your leader, number 33, Biddick. About one of the only few things that could hurt him there. So we'll be back with the restart in a bit. The restart of the Road Warrior feature event here tonight with 9 laps to go as Terry Biddick and Jim Jordan leading them around. I know Biddick's in the first, but I don't think Jordan's running second. Second is Tony Gust, who's in the second row, which makes sense. And here they come out of 4, Biddick and Jordan. Jordan is a lap car. Tony Gust is in second. I would guess to say Jason Schuler must be running close to third, but Biddick pulls away. And let's see how anxious they get in the corner. Oh, there we got a couple of fenders bumped. Nothing serious. Tony Gust trying to get through there and break loose, but they're 3 wide into turn number 3. Biddick has got his half a track length lead already back. About 7 laps left. Terry Biddick way out in front of everybody. He looks like a Maytag repairman out there. And Tony Gust, 39, is running second. Now he's getting some heat from Wayne Whitford, number 17, up in the middle of the pack. This should be Biddick's day. Terry Biddick, way out in front. Well, we got a spin down on turn 4. Al Weisoff is in the infield. That's not going to bring a yellow or nothing, so we're back on the leader, Terry Biddick. Biddick coming up to Steve Seals, number 36. White flag to Terry Biddick. I'm not sure. I think Wayne Whitford might be in second now. Here comes the winner, Terry Biddick for the checkered. We know that for sure. Oh, we got a smack down here on turn 4. As Brunig ran into the back end of Schuler a little bit. And your winner was number 33, Terry Biddick. And Terry stops as the rest of the field goes by him. Terry Biddick wins the first Road Warrior feature here at Jefferson. Let me wipe my nose first.
Validation League from Madison and Middletown, Wisconsin car. Jerry Bennett, 26 years old, married to Jerry, been racing for 5 years.
I don't see me. Yeah. What am I going to say? Just come out next week? Bullshit. And here we are up in the press box, or tower as we call it here, after a fine evening of racing. A little cool, could be a little warmer for me, but I'm sure it'll get warmer and we'll complain about the heat later in the summer. So if you're not doing anything on Saturday nights, come on down to Jefferson Speedway here, Wisconsin's action track just east of Cambridge on Highway 18. And gates open at 5:30, the first race at 7:30, and they give you a good program, 4 classes of racing vehicles for a reasonable price. So come on down.